Hello and welcome to another update video about MATIC. Price hasn't really moved since yesterday's update, but I wanted to outline the possibilities and likelihoods in this video. The idea is still that we are moving up in a very corrective structure. Now that could easily be an ABC structure as indicated here, as an A wave to the upside of this 10th of June low, a B wave to the downside, and then an ending diagonal in a C wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can easily still extend until we get a break below what I have labeled as wave 4 low, so 64.8 cents. You might actually say the first signal that is breaking to the downside is a 67.2 cent level. So what we hopefully agree on is that this is absolutely corrective movement. Now, if you have corrective structures like that, you never really know, is it a corrective, just a correction, like a wave 4 in this case. Yeah, I have labeled this as a wave 4 in white with a wave 5 to come to hit maybe 48 cents or even 41. This is still very likely until we see evidence that something else is going on. This has to be at least a strong consideration and expectation. Could it be something different? Yes, it could be the yellow leading diagonal. We talk about that in a minute, but that needs to prove itself. So what have we seen? We have seen massive move down into support. Price already reversed out of our trend reversal area. So hopefully that generated a profitable trade for one or two people. But the move up is not convincing. It's not a traditional bottoming structure where you would say, okay, price is turning around now. It would need to prove it. Above 79 cents, we can be more bullish, yeah, because then we're breaking above this last significant resistance level. And this would also be more than what you would normally expect for a wave 4 anyway. It is already a massive wave 4. It has already gone above the 50% retracement, but still the structure isn't there yet. But I've always said that this is a relevant level for me because this is the price level where the sell-off volume started on the 10th of June. So I always said that if price can get above that level, it will probably be quite bullish. Yeah. So either I see proof that something more bullish is going on by having a wave 1 to the upside and a wave 2 pullback, it holds a higher low and then rallies, or if it breaks through 79 cents, I would also shift probabilities towards something more bullish is going on and we may have formed a lasting low. But at the moment, this is a pretty complete ABC structure with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 complete. It can always extend higher though. Yeah, diagonals can always extend higher. We need evidence that this pullback has started or this drop down. So a drop down at some point is expected anyway, either in a wave 5 to go to a lower low or here in an ABC structure in a wave 2. But diagonals are very difficult to forecast and they run until they are exhausted and there isn't really a target. Yeah. Logical, you could say, targets or barriers are trend lines. So we've got here a trend line with 3 touch points. It might adhere to that, or last swing highs like here 79 cents. So it might very well extend higher if it wants to. It can do that without a problem. But if it breaks below the 67.2 cents, the last swing low, I think then we have a confirmation that a breakdown is starting. Right, so short-term trend is up. Yeah, we have to understand that it can still push higher. I have no indication it has topped yet at all. Yesterday it looked like it, and it could have started here this move down, but it never broke the confirmation level. So that confirmation level is very important. I try to give you that all the time. In this case, 67.2 cents. So that's what we are waiting for. Until then, it can of course climb higher. It might follow those trend lines here. They are relevant. And then watch for the 79 cent level. And I think that is as much clarity as we get. If that pullback starts, and if it breaks to the downside of this ascending wedge, then we need to be watching the yellow support area. So we've got Fibonacci support at 65.3, 62.5, 59.7 and 55.7 cents. If price comes into this area, I think reward to risk for a long trade is favorable, and it needs to hold 55.7 cents to prove to us that this is not an ABC structure, but instead a leading diagonal. Wave 1, wave 2 down, and it could take off. But this needs to prove itself. So there's a high reward, low risk ratio in this section, in my opinion. The lower, of course, or the closer we get to the 78.6 FIB level, the better. But if it breaks below 55.7, then I think it is going to follow the white wave count to 48.5 and 41.1 cents. So these are the relevant parameters I think that we've got on this chart. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.